Hi everyone, welcome to Amaranth. These are general messages for the collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter placements. Let's get into it. So the first card you have, Taurus, is the card number 0 and it says Joker over here. So this is similar to the Fool card in the Major Arcana Tarot. This is new beginnings. You see, like there is a maze out here on this person's chest. There is a dice. There is a lotus flower. Lotus flower stands for, spirituality. Lotus is like flourishing and the not so conducive environment or not so supportive environment. So you are overcoming the challenges. You are also, I feel this is spontaneous step or a path in a direction. This could be several aha moments that you've had, but it's also a renewal energy, completing one cycle, because Fool is the start of a new journey. So I feel that, Taurus, you might be up to something new and you could be doing that suddenly also, because this is the energy of the planet Uranus. And, if you see in the picture, there's a dice, which I feel it could be like uncertain. When you roll the dice, you don't know which number is going to come up. There is uncertainty. There is a globe out here. You could be traveling, but I feel that you're just breaking free from your regular routine. There might be some, a situation around you which might feel a little chaotic, but I feel that you are just going with the flow. We're like, okay, one day at a time. We'll see what happens the next day. So I feel that you're breaking structures. You're breaking your own belief systems, I feel. And you're doing life in a different way here. Maybe, you were like, I also feel that, it's like spontaneity, doing things on the fly without planning. Maybe you're starting out a completely new career. Maybe you're just traveling, but you're letting your heart and your gut feeling guide you. This is freedom. This is liberation from some kind of old faith system, belief system, because you're having aha moments. You're having some kind of breakthrough moments. And these aha moments or these breakthrough moments, I would say, where traditional things were renewed or redone in a different way, was during the pandemic. Again, I would say that people came down to, a street art. They were doing virtual festival celebrations, they were doing virtual performances, they were doing street art, coming together, just collectively, finding joy in uncertain pandemic times. A lot of people took to art during the lockdown stay. And after the COVID pandemic was declared as, safe to travel, safe to move outside the house, when people started actually moving outside the house, there were a lot of people that came up with art exhibits, or they were even displaying those artwork in their own homes. Instead of buying the artwork from stores, they were actually creating their own art. You could be doing that. But this is also like spontaneous, like, flash mobs come to mind. This could be just randomly, you could be trying something that you haven't done before. Maybe you're just like trying some dance classes, or maybe you're creating some music. Or maybe you're just heading out in, for travel. Something that you're doing differently, breaking the routine in different way, or you're exploring things and areas and avenue which you haven't done before. So I do feel that this is, improv. You could be stand-up comics. You could be attending improvs. You could be part of pop-up communities. There's a lot of pop-up communities these days, that have like that celebrate micro festivals that are theme based, and it's across the globe. Or you could be participating in community events that just impromptu, like you saw a notification and the Amigo option, or you're participating in some flash mob, or you're participating in some cause or joining festivals or something like that. But this is like open-heartedness, like you just going where your heart is telling you to go. It doesn't have to be in your calendar. It doesn't have to be in your plans. You're just, taking it one day at a time, one thing at a time, and whatever your heart tells you to do spontaneously, you're just working at it. The next card you have, Taurus, is that of Pisces. So Taurus is receiving the card of Pisces. This is from the astrology oracle, right? And it further says intimacy, intuition, and compassion. So I feel that, Taurus, you're the earth sign, very grounded, very rigid sometimes in your ways. But here the theme is all water. There's fish, which, get to the deep of the ocean, the depth of the water. So you are very much connecting with the depth of your emotions at this point in time, to the extent that you're very compassionate towards the people that you connect with. For some of you, you're very intuitive. You actually can finish sentences, or you know what the other person's about to tell you or is feeling at this point in time. You're very much in tune with the people or the connections that you have, or you're building connections that are aligned to your soul. So in the sense that whatever your rigidity is, Taurus being earth element, you're rigid in your ways. I feel that's dissolving, especially when it comes to the people that are, that you're deeply connected with, that matter to you. So here the intimacy is, or the connection is very effortless. It's like, it's like a deep connection where you can understand the other person, what they're going through. For some of you, this could be participating in meditative practices, or some kind of a breath work, so that you are in tune with yourself. This would also be, because energy of the Pisces is 12th house. You, Taurus, are second house energy. So, and your ruler is Venus. So I feel Venus is in some kind of, I feel that Venus being in Cancer, it is forming a trine to Neptune, I believe. Not sure. But this very strong watery energy that's coming through. Yeah, so I feel that you're more about, nurturing people. You're very much about extending yourself and being compassionate, being warm, understanding, empathic. Some of you could be mentors. Some of you could be participating in spas or sound baths or singing bowls or some kind of workshops. Or listening to people. Maybe you're a counselor, or maybe you're just having those collective groups where people come and share and talk about their lives, what's going on in general. It's called, I don't know why it's called in technical terms, some kind of a community circles or something like that. It's called, where people just come together and, just have tea or coffee, and then they connect with, are they able to speak out their heart, and they are able to, just speak their heart out. You could also be creating some Zen spaces in your house for meditation, where you can just, relax there. Maybe there's like waterfalls, or maybe there's water fountains, or more like greens and water fountains and recessed lighting or something like that, where you can renew your energies and feel calm and zen. Also, for some of you, this could be just, just knowing what people want and getting that done even before they say things. So for some of you, it is that you're listening to what they want, what they feel, You could be also participating in community events where you're understanding people, you're hearing them out, and you're building stronger connections. So it's a very deep, flowy, nurturing, empathic, compassionate, intuitive energy that's coming with this Pisces heart for you, Taurus. So it's that, because Taurus is known as like the bullish, that's your life, the bull, right? So I feel that knowing that softness holds power, you're embodying that right now, like being soft and kind and compassionate and not being rigid with your ideals or rules. Next, Taurus, you have the card on number 12, and it says uniqueness. It says unique, perfect, self-honor. Let's look at the picture and unpack everything that's here in the image. So I see a girl with a horns. That could be a hairband that she's wearing, but so Taurus life in it. So this is absolutely you, Taurus. It's a confirmation because she's having horns on her head. It could be a hairband that she's wearing beneath her hair, but to me, it's symbolic of a Taurus person. There is rainbow in the picture, but if you see that it's nighttime, and there is a rainbow at night in the picture. If you see again that this person has some tattoos all over her hand, you could be into tattoos or art or crafting something of art of this kind. And then there is this flowers, bizarre flowers which are growing out of nowhere. And then there is this otter which is sitting on a hill. And to top it all, the icing on the cake is the lobster hands that she's holding. And then look at her dress, looks like a caterpillar to me. So very quirky. The design is quirky. There's a rainbow at night. So it's not a real thing, right? This picture, this image cannot be real. This situation is surreal. I feel that Taurus, this is like, and she's standing with just the lobster claws. Where on earth did she find just the lobster claws? And she's not crying. She's not unhappy about it. She's just, she's showing it. She's posing with the lobster claws in her hand. So, and she's not afraid of it. So, very quirky kind of an image. The horns are almost touching the clouds. It's the real picture. That's what makes this picture unique. So uniqueness, something about you could be, you're doing something unique. Something about you is unique. You're not quirky, your own unique ways. You are not following the trend. You're breaking trends. You're not following the mold. You're not fitting inside the mold. You are doing what makes you express your quirkiness. You're doing something which is unique, which is different, which is, you're creating masterpieces in some way, shape, or form in your life. You could be doing something at work in a unique way, and people are like, oh, I didn't think of this. Maybe you have craft business or an art business, and this is something that you have been pushing out for too long. Maybe a passion or hobby that is now you're trying to make it into business. You could be into soaps. Something eccentric out here that you're doing that will become your signature, or that is your signature, Taurus. You are embracing your uniqueness, this lobster class, not the full lobster. It's a foreign alien concept. There's something different which you're embracing, something unexpected also, which is now starting to become a signature of yours. Maybe you're cooking, maybe a signature dish that you're making, maybe some costumes or dresses that you're wearing in a quirky way. Who knows, your fashion sense, maybe you're doing something eccentric with your hair or with your tattoos. Something that is artsy, but it's very eclectic, very quirky. And it could turn into something which thrives later on, Taurus. You could be creating art which is unique, which is quirky, with different themes, maybe vintage themes, maybe offbeat themes. You could be into some healing practices which are not traditional, some offbeat, maybe something to do with lobster. This could also be like you're mixing things up and creating something unique. Therefore, it could be some ingredients you're mixing up and creating a dish which is so unique. Or you could be having a restaurant that's preparing eclectic or unique meals. You could be creating some fashion or weaving things up or styling things, combine patterns or textures, and just something which is unique to your style, your expression. You know, it could be something different, could be something weird, even something quirky, but it's your signature that you're creating and it will be successful. But it's something that is not fitting into the mold. You are creating something here. It always reminds me of, I went to a farmer's market where this person had grown succulents in a watering can, tiny watering can, something unique. There could be something that you're creating with pottery, something with maybe you're creating some kind of preparing some concoction from herbs, or maybe you're doing something which is unique to you, something like some what is that thing? Idiosyncrasy, that's idiosyncrasy. Yeah, idiosyncrasy. So, and you're happy about it. You're like, no, I'm not going to change it. Whatever I'm doing is different. Yeah, it's unique. It's unique. It's different. But it's something that I offer as something, my expression, my craft, my uniqueness. Like the micro festivals have come up, and that's also it's popping up here and there everywhere. Yeah, like I said, Chinese filter gardens, which are just popping up everywhere. So you could be doing something which is unique to your taste, something porky. In the last card for today, Taurus, you have is the Five of Cups in the reverse. This is minor arcana. This is a Gan water energy, comes to Pisces, Scorpio. A lot of water energy is coming through for you, Taurus, which means that this is like moving past regrets and past hurts. It's transmuting those energies into something positive for you, into the strength, into lessons, into just enjoying the day-to-day, the small joys, doing things that make you happy, that that touch your soul and heart. Now you are like leading life on your own terms without thinking of the past. Maybe you've been hurt in the past. It's like you might be now doing things because you might be actually reconnecting with people that you lost touch with because of the beefs that you were enduring or going through. I also feel that now you're ready to explore different creative perspectives, do things at your own pace with peace. Doing everything like finding the joy in the mundane. All the passwords, nothing is erased from our memory. It's just that we transmute it into lessons and our strength and how to overcome challenges one day at a time. So it's definitely this renewal energy. And I feel that some of you could actually be healing other people as well. You might be part of recovery groups, that are part of healing circles these days. Or you could be participating in events or hobbies that with renewed interest, with more appreciation for the creative arts, for gardening, for small things, for big things, for the landscape, for flowers, for just where you are, enjoying the walk, enjoying the talk, finding, grace, peace, and harmony in the smaller joys of just maybe standing in your patio and seeing people just cross by. But whatever this is, you are moving towards, positive energy where you're finding, refinding your own purpose, refinding yourself, reconnecting with yourself. You could be participating in community events, collaborating with people, participating in crafts or exhibitions, and you learn from the past mistakes. and now you are channeling that into leading a life which is meaningful, which is purposeful. For some of you, you could actually be participating in healing others so that they can, again, move past those past hurts and reconcile with their past, or just continue to move forward without any trauma or without any suppressed emotions. So it's turning, pain into resilience, into strength, into newer avenues. So, it's a positive energy. The 5 of Cups in the reverse is always a good energy in the right direction, the movement in the right direction. So, Taurus, those were your messages. Hope you enjoyed your messages. And these being general messages, they could be playing out in your life or in the environment around you. So let me know in the comments below how these energies play out for you. So thank you guys for joining. Please subscribe and hit the like if you enjoyed the content, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye for now.